What's the deal, YouTube? It's your girl, Miss Honey. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back. You guys already know what this is. This is Sunday, and it's all about Married to Medicine. I had toyed with the idea of putting 911 in my review repertoire, but oh gosh, I couldn't get into the episode. Like, it's mad corny. I don't know. Anyway, we're here for Married to Medicine. As you guys know, this is season 6, episode 4, emotional workout. We're going to try to make this quick and as painless as possible. Please look over my afflicted, very, very conflicted ponies. my little, yeah. Dude, I just do whatever. Like, whatever. Anyway, yeah, so this episode picks up where it left off, which was Heavenly being very upset, and I think rightfully so at Quad, because Quad was implying that they weren't being sisterly. She was saying, I just don't have time for this, something that's not sisterly, like this conversation that's not sisterly. And Heavenly took offense at it. I noticed that Quad did the same thing with Dr. Simone later on when she was talking to Dr. Simone. She said to Dr. Simone, maybe, hopefully, we can build our trust back. And so Dr. Simone checked her on that. And I, when she checked her on it, it made me really think about the conversation she had with Quad earlier and some of the things we have heard Mariah say about Quad, okay? Which is, Dr. Simone said, I am not accepting, this whole label of being untrustworthy. Girl, I've been trustworthy. I've been nothing but a good friend to you. Like, she calls her on that. Like, don't put that on. Don't label this as a trust issue. If it is a trust issue, it's you trusting other people with your business, maybe. And the fact that you're not trusting us with your business don't have nothing to do with us being untrustworthy, or me personally being untrustworthy, more specifically, right? So I just want to put that out there because I know we have ongoing conversations down in the comment section, and we all collectively are kind of trying to figure out what's going on with Quad, right? So let's put a pin in this. Let's put a pin in this need to tell a story from a perspective of being a victim. Okay. Bear with me. Let's move forward. All right. So Heavenly goes back, and she is there with Mariah and Toya, and she's sitting down, and she's talking to Toya and telling Toya about something about forgiveness and knowing how to forgive. And I mean, you forgave Mariah. Mariah's sitting right next to her. You forgave Mariah for lying on you last year. And if you could forgive Mariah, Mariah was like, when did I lie? What are you talking about? Come on, Mariah, you know you lied on her last year. First of all, it wasn't last year, but okay, boo. You lied on her, and you said that she might have said 2 years ago. But anyway, and then in the confessional, she's saying Mariah made it seem like Toya said something bad against her daughter. Her releasing her daughter's birth information, the fact that she was not Aiden's birth daughter against Mariah's wishes, is a problem. And I don't think it was a problem worth fighting over, but it's not for you to poo-poo that. It's not. It really isn't. Anyway, Mariah was like, I need to clear this up. And Heavenly was like, come on now, you know you're a damn liar. Everybody know you're a damn liar. Everybody know you run around here lying. Okay, what this is really about is mostly about Quad. You frustrated because you walking around all over your house where y'all supposed to all be all together eating and drinking. And 2, y'all can't resolve these receipts. Daddy cheating on you receipts issue. Now, okay, so James Caldwell did like Married to Medicine Extra, where I might have mentioned this already, where he talked about the Hollywood Unlocked interview between Heavenly and Mariah at Hollywood Unlocked, right? Live interview. Aiden was there, and um, it was assumed that Mariah was lying about these receipts, and she still could be. All I'm saying is, in that interview, what she was saying to Heavenly was, when Heavenly was like, "I know my man, I trust my man, I know my man ain't cheating," and Mariah was like, "Well, good, good, good. That's important. Good." That's important. Then we see where Heavenly mentions it to um her husband Damon, and he's like, "Buddy, that hurts me, buddy, 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 that really hurts me, buddy. I don't understand, buddy." Anyway, okay. So now she says, "Mariah, you know you're a damn liar. Um, was T. Like, do you have receipts on my husband?" Mariah was like, "I absolutely do." She was like, "You're a damn liar. You don't have any receipts. You're a damn liar." Mariah said, you a damn liar. I got receipts and Mickey freaking invoices." And Heavenly really loses it then. Really, really loses it then. Now, if it is not the truth, if she does not have receipts, this is one of the things that is sending Heavenly continually in a tailspin. And I can just tell that it's a part of Heavenly that is really, 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 really not sure, possibly could be true. And the reason why she knows it could possibly be true is because she know her man is flesh and Mickey freaky blood. I almost made a mistake. And he liable to do anything. Okay? It's a part of her that feels like, I know my man, but so it's an excellent ploy. It would be an even better ploy if it had the special power of shutting Mariah up. I mean, Heavenly up, but it doesn't. She just gets more and more wound up. So actually, it's backfiring. So they argue back and forth, and Mariah leaves. She was like, "You ain't got to put me out. I'm leaving." Meanwhile, Heavenly goes back in, talks to Quad, and brings Quad out. And Quad just kind of tried to explain to her about the sisterly thing, but you know what I'm saying? Like, so she says, "You and Simone really need to talk." So they go over to the couches, Simone and Quad, and they talk a little bit. And she was just saying, "I'm going through so much, and you going through so much, and the two of us together." And Simone was like, "The difference between the two of us is that I'm sharing it. I'm being open about it, and you're not." And I mean, the thing that I accepted from the girls is when somebody said, "We just don't feel like we're important to you. You treat us like we're not important." And I can understand them feeling that way. I can understand them feeling like they're not important. But to me, when they all gathered around them, Contessa and Toya and Quad and Simone was already sitting there. Dr. Jackie had walked in, and she was kind of trying to ask Simone what she wanted and what Quad wanted and that kind of stuff. And Quad got emotional and started crying. And Heavenly just bust in and said, "If you're not happy, you need to leave the man." Okay, that is the reason why. She may not be articulating it well, and she may be sweeping everybody up under the same rug, because I think she could keep some of the other ladies outside of the deepest parts of what's going on with her without and without ostracizing Simone, because her and Simone really are the closest between all of them. But she's lumping them all together. But that what Heavenly chiming in. Well, I'm just saying, and Simone was like, "No, Heavenly, not now." She was like, "I'm just saying, if you're not happy, you're not happy, then get out of that shit. Why are you staying in that shit?" Like, really, really, Heavenly, really? Now is the time for you to bully her? This is the whole reason why she was concerned. It really is. I think part of me feels like one of the reasons why Quad is keeping it so close to the vest is because Quad has said and done some dirt. Okay. And like I was saying in gosh, I forget what video that was. I've done so many videos. I forget what video that was. Oh, that was the Greenleaf video when I was talking about thieves watch their purse more than anybody. When you know you have said and you've done some things and you've exposed some things about some other people and had some things to say about some other people behind their back, you are guarding your business. The reason why you're guarding your business, girl, is because you know you would talk about it. You know you would go after somebody told you something deep and personal. This is what I really believe. I believe Quad knows that because she can't keep a secret and she can't keep from throwing shade and she can't keep from chopping it up over somebody else's business, that she feels like it's going to be done to her, and it probably will be. It probably will be. I mean, that's just the way women are. Mariah goes over to see Toya, and Toya asks her if she has receipts. Now, this is later the next day, and Toya asks her if she has receipts. And she was like, yes, I do. She said, you haven't said you had receipts and invoices, girl. Just trying to get the tea. Just trying to get the tea. And Mariah was like, I do. I do. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I was like, okay. All right. We gonna see. We gonna see where these receipts at eventually. All right. So Toya is bad built. She need to kind of stay below a certain weight range. Like them tight thighs, that's not cute. We also see Mariah tell in the confessional as well as with Toya talk about the relationship between her and Contessa. And Mariah feels like Toya just needs to be heard. She just needs to be heard. And, this could be perceived as Mariah kind of taking up for Toya or siding with Toya. Or it could be perceived as you not thinking Contessa is worthy of respect. Like y'all been disrespecting this girl since she got on the show, and now she got to answer to you about taking her daddy. She got to answer you about a shady comment she made at your we not in debt no more party. But you don't have to answer for all the shady shit you have said. Like, girl, bye. You really are trying to create a storyline with this, and Mariah is helping you. It's not cute for either one of y'all, in my opinion. Then we get to see Contessa. We're not gonna dwell on this Contessa situation very long because y'all know how I am. I'll start crying. And it is very sensitive to me because I'm a daddy's girl, okay? And my dad has his health challenges. I don't see how she could let her daddy go back. Like I would want my daddy there with me. Um, and then the way she was sitting there talking to him, and she had this little piece of paper and she was playing with it. It was like she was a little girl again. And she talks about how her mom was sick and then her dad was sick. Like it was always one of them was sick. And she never really knew, um, a time when neither one of them was sick like that. And her dad really wasn't around too. And she tells her dad that she wants to have a double mastectomy, and my mom had breast cancer, so it seems so extreme. But to have prostate cancer on your dad's side, and this really really persistent cancer, breast cancer on her mom's side, like it must have been bad. When she was talking about she had 5 and 6 chemo segments. So um she wants to have a double mastectomy herself, and it's crazy to me because it's such a huge, huge thing. And to see the ladies argue over this bullshit, like Toya take her to dinner over this bull, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's not sharing that. She's not sharing that with the ladies. Like, what gives? What gives? something is going on. And Quad said, what's going on with us? Something is going on in this core group where people do not trust one another. And the group as a whole need to look at that. Like, why aren't you guys supporting each other? Like, is it all for the show? Are you guys really friends? Like, what's tea? What's tea that this girl's gonna have a double mastectomy and she doesn't even bring it up? Doesn't even begin to bring it up. Like, I don't get it. Anyway, that was a very emotional thing with her and her dad, and it gets me every time. I haven't heard anything about Contessa's dad. I pray that he is well. And if Contessa has gone through with her double mastectomy, I pray she is well too. Like, um, chronic sickness in your family, like that is it's no fun. Anyway, Jackie is having her second annual fitness. She's excited because Curtis is going to be involved. Y'all know Curtis wasn't at the last one because of him cheating. And Curtis and Dr. Jackie are going overboard with each other to show each other that they care about each other, that they want to work, that there's compromise, and they want to continue to work on this relationship. It's nice. It's nice. It seems a little bit like overkill, but it's nice. Let's see. She tells Curtis about all the ladies fighting, and so she wants to do something to bring them all together. Dr. Heavenly goes to see Dr. My, aka Dr. K. And he's the anger management specialist. And what I love about Dr. K is, although his presence is a little unsettling, like he gives me a little bit American Horror Story tease. Like he's just got a way about him that seems just slightly psychotic, but okay, or physicotic. Shout out to Mama Jones, okay? Um, So anyway, she's telling him about how her and Mariah got into it, and she said that my husband was cheating on me, and I told her to get her ass out of my house, and she was like, "Isn't that something you would have done, doctor?" And he was like, "Yeah, if I had low emotional intelligence." She was like, "Oh, yeah, girl, he stung you. He stung you with a dictionary." Oh, oh, she was like, "I don't know what happened here. You just got knocked out." He just kept hitting the boom, boom, boom. Tell me about your childhood. Tell me about your sister, your sibling, whatever. And she said her and her sister fought all the time. That her mother always told her that she was going to be a doctor, but she doesn't remember her mother ever telling her sister that. This is how it came across. Dr. Heavenly has a way of telling a story that props her up, okay, that makes her always seem like the hero in the story, the smart one. I was the smart one, my sister wasn't the smart one, my sister didn't go to school. And what about your relationship with your sister now? I'm not talking to my sister now. Well, why aren't you talking to her? And then we see in the confessional, she said that she had moved her sister in. Her sister didn't go to college. She didn't have an education, didn't have a good job. And she moved to Atlanta. She living in my house. And she thinks she's going to talk to me in no kind of way. And I stopped talking to her. And you put her out. And you put her out. You did. You did. But you're telling this story like you did all of this stuff to help this poor, indigent, dumb, illiterate sister of yours, and then she gonna come out of her mouth sideways and you put her out. I'd like to speak with the sister, please. I'd like the sister to weigh in on a couple of things, please, if you don't mind. Can we talk with the sister, please? Yeah, okay. So he asks her about her mom, and she says, "My mom never told me she loved me, but she showed me that she loved me." And see, I think that's why he was like, "No, no, 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 don't breeze over that. Go back." And it was a moment. She didn't get emotional. She didn't get emotional. I was like, "What's happening here?" So he wants Heavenly to go back to the scene of the childhood. Go back to Miami. She was like, I haven't been back in Miami and I don't know, and well, he wants her to go back there, go back to her roots. I don't know why we still haven't brought up that thing on Dr. Heavenly Eye. It's like all I can focus on. That and that horrible, horrible leave out. You're not a leave out girl. You're a closure girl, Dr. Heavenly. You are not a leave out girl. You're a closure girl. And don't you forget it, okay? Anyway, there's that. Let's see here. So then the fitness challenge happens, and um Dr. Jackie has everybody come together. The husbands are there, of course. Quad shows up, which is great. Um, and the ladies are back and forth in confessional, throwing out shade at one another. Of course, Toya has her shade against Contessa. She doesn't want to engage Contessa because she doesn't want Jackie to put them out like she did for the calendar photo shoot, and a couple other times I think she put them out for arguing. So yeah, the gang's all here. They're gonna do dodgeball first, which I can't believe people are still doing dodgeball. Like it is a very very passive aggressive game that allows you to bully people, in my opinion. But anyway, I'm not a big dodgeball fan. I was in high school. I mean, in middle school or elementary, but yeah, you could tell during this game, like Heavenly was purposely trying to hit Mariah, like the way she threw that ball at Mariah, and she's just a terrible throw. And I think Eugene subconsciously saw that. Like I think he saw that and subconsciously he hit her in the back of the head to check her. When he hit her head, she was like, boop. I was like, oh, Eugene was like, her head was in the way. I was like, y'all a shady, shady couple. Eugene and Toya are a shady, shady couple. Anyway, y'all know Eugene stayed messy. Anyway, so yeah, they finished that, and then Dr. Jackie decides to pair everybody up, the people that are not getting along, which is Mariah and Heavenly, and Quad and Dr. Simone, which I thought they resolved that. And let's see, Contessa and Toya. And Contessa, takes a moment to apologize to Toya for her behavior. I thought she was apologizing for her behavior at the seafood broil, but apparently she is not 100% sure or in the know about Toya being upset with her still about the comment she made at they debt party. So it don't seem like Contessa knows. Either she doesn't know or I don't know. Like it just does not seem like Contessa knows the exact reason why Latoya is mad. Well, anyway, she apologizes, and she said, "I had everything going on with my dad, and that was really what it was about." I don't think that was the case. I think she just wanted to squash it and move on. And Toya was like, "Fine," but Toya can't let this go because if she lets this go, she doesn't have a storyline. So they do a series of events where they have to work together. It wasn't really team building events at all. It was more just physical fitness and challenge. So it was weird. I don't know how any of that was designed to bring them together, but okay. Let's all just move forward. So then we see where Toya invites Contessa over for dinner, out to dinner, and Contessa gets there, and she's very, very friendly with Toya. She says hi, and she sits down and thank you for inviting me. And Toya goes into her spiel about, um, basically the apology wasn't good enough and they really need to talk about what's going on. And Contessa feels like she's making a mountain out of molehill, as we all are. And she was like, at this point, you just want conflict. First of all, Contessa's got bigger fish to fry. She's got a father who could possibly be dying. She's got a life-altering decision that she has to make about her breast, because it's not just about cutting the breast off. It's about her getting, I guess, implants as well. And if you've ever had implants or mastectomy or know someone who's had, breast augmentation and the replacement of their breasts, they're not the same breasts. They're not the same breasts, and it's just a big move. It's a big decision, and this is what we're talking about. And I was frustrated as heck about that. I was frustrated that Toya couldn't read the signs. I was frustrated that she refused to just let it be and just chill in the friendship for a minute, and when the opportunity comes, say, hey, I was really upset. I never did get to tell you I was really upset about the comment you made. Like maybe she did tell her. I don't know. I just don't understand why she want to go down with this ship, except it's for a storyline, right? Like, come on. I can't make myself like Toya. I cannot. I cannot. When Contessa was like, you know what? Let's be done with this. And she wants to get up and walk off, and Toya wants to call her a bitch. She comes back and sits down, and she just tells Toya, listen, going forward, and Toya was like, you're not leaving, I'll leave. I was just like, girl, you trying to really, really do this up big for a storyline. I don't know how much money they made. I don't know how much that money they made doing these shows. But yeah, I try to avoid conflict as much as possible, but I guess if I was getting hundreds of thousands of dollars, maybe I would stir up some scuttle, but I don't know. I've never been tried like that. So, anyway, y'all tell me what y'all think about this episode. Put it down below. What do y'all think about everything that's going on with Contessa? Like, it's really, really difficult. I can see why she's not really trying to put a lot of emotional investment in this situation with Toya, because it's going to take the energy away from what she needs to do, which is help her dad, hold her dad up, support her dad, be a mom, be a wife, be a doctor, and also be strong for these next few weeks when she's got to go through what she's got to go through. It's weird. She's not even talking to Dr. Jackie about it. Like, maybe they are. Maybe they talking off camera. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Is this weird? Is this weird? Is it weird that she's not talking to anybody about this? Is this weird? What do y'all think? What do y'all think about the quad situation? You know, is she right for keeping this a secret? I felt like she doesn't owe anybody anything. But at the same time, the story you telling other people is like your friends are shunning you and you're really shunning them. Like, why are you telling this different narrative? Nobody in this circle has really hurt you. So, girl, why you being so defense on this? I don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe it's the storyline. I don't know. Y'all tell me what you think. Y'all think Dr. Jackie and her husband doing a bit too much? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'm picking at that. It's bigger fish to fry. It's bigger fish to fry. Dr. Simone, you need to sleep with your husband. You need to sleep with your husband. Your husband will stop mentioning sex once you give him some. I mean, it's just a dick, girl. Take it. Golly. Okay, you guys, that's all I have for you. Sorry. Like, come on, dude. Turn off the lights. Yeah, just turn off the lights, girl. And you know what I'm saying? Like, you done had 2 kids with this man. Like, y'all been together before. It ain't like it's rape, girl. Y'all tell me what you think. Put it down below. Until next time, honeybees. Mwah, mwah, mwah.